Hi, today I'm going to show you how to work with Webflow animations natively in Wized to create such amazing experiences like this one right here. So let's get started, and let's start with the Webflow setup. It is really super simple. What we're going to do is we're taking the component we want to apply the animation on, and we're going to interactions, right? So very simple. We're doing a mouse click or tap, so that when we click this element, which is initially hidden, so we cannot click it, but code can click it. So we're going to do an on-click action on this element, and then we're just showing this animation, which will come and stay for 5 seconds and then leave again. So this is all we're doing. And yeah, if you want to look at the animation, this is how this is built. We will show it. It will be here. It will stay. There's a 5-second delay, and then it will hide. Perfect. And what we're doing is the moment we click this element, this animation gets shown, but the initial state is hidden. So how can we click it if it is somewhere all the way on the other page, like minus 200%? How does that work? Okay, we cannot click it, but our browser, the code, can click it. So this is exactly what we want. We don't want, ideally, to have another div block in here that we can click. We don't want to do, for example, add like a button in here, which is not a real button. And we want to like have click this button, which is hidden, to start this animation. This would be redundancy, and this would just put more rubbish into our site code. So that's why we're applying this on this element. So if we click this element, we play the animation that will showcase this element. But since this element is initially hidden, it is not able to be clicked by the user, but it is be able to click by the query selector in a little bit of a little itty bitty bit of custom code. Perfect. So let's go to Wized and let me show you what's going on here. So when I click this, we will see this animation in here. Perfect. This will get triggered. So the question is, how will this get triggered? So we have this function, document.querySelector. We're applying this to the Wized attribute of moderation warning, which was set on this element in the settings right in here. So on this whole element, so the element that will move in, we will apply the Wized attribute of moderation warning. And then we will be able to target this attribute in Wized, this element, using some custom code. And then we just do .click as a function. So we're clicking this element. This function is just very simple, targeting this element with this attribute, finding it, and then it's saying, okay, now we found this element. Now the computer will do a click as a function. So when I run this, you will see the animation is showing. Right, and after a few seconds, it will now disappear. And if I run this function again, you will see, okay, we played the animation. It is working. So in this case, we just have this tied that if our API request comes back as forbidden. So every time our API request comes back on forbidden, the code will click this element, and therefore, by clicking this element, start the Webflow animation of showing it, staying for 5 seconds, and disappearing. So we are just using the code on Wized to facilitate an on-click on a hidden element to run this animation that we have in Webflow. Super simple, but a few things to watch out for. If you want the user to hide it, don't do on second click. Never do on second click, because if I click on here and I click on here again, it will mess up the animation. So you want to have, if you want the user to have it hide, you want to have like a second button up here just to hide it. And then you will have a different animation applied to that to hide it. If you want the user to hide it earlier, which is just not necessary in this scenario, but there may be some scenarios when you work with pop-ups where this will be useful. So I just want to emphasize on that you don't want to click the element again to have it removed, because this may cause some issues. Yeah, but besides that, I hope that this helps you and that you are building a lot of wonderful experiences And I think this is even a better solution than using custom code because it is easier to design smooth animations. Look how this, like a spaceship, and it doesn't just appear and flashes. This is really a wonderful user experience. And before I hit any rate limitations on my API, I'll just stop clicking that button. And I wish you all the best in developing such a great experience for your users, for your clients, for whoever it is. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I will be more than happy to help you get that set up and to make a video for you if you need to. And yeah, also let me know if you have any ideas or inspirations for any further videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.